Hi guys, this is Karen and right now I'm here, I'm ready to receive my blessings from none other than the angel himself, Kim Jonghyun. He has released his album Poet slash artist and I'm just ready to listen and enjoy and celebrate good music. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. We're going to start off again with the title track. This is called Shining or Bichina, and lyrics by Jonghyun, music by Jonghyun, megaton and score, and arrangement by the same people. Now let me tell you, I've been listening to this song this whole day. I woke up really early to watch it and it's just a bop. It's just a beautiful, beautiful bop. The way he says bitch bitch it will forever remind me of She Is. This part right here. Always be with you. Always be with you. Hey. And be with you. Vocals, harmonies, just. I'm loving the tropical house beat as well as the retro, like slight funk, synth, like the 80s synth. I'm just here for it. That's the song, man. That's such a good title track. Oh, and he looked amazing, incredibly amazing in that MV. But that was beautiful, and obviously he wrote the lyrics by himself. I read the lyrics. It's kind of like just talk about how he wants to be with this girl, and I guess we can translate that to being with Showers, his fans, people that love him. And yeah, it's a really good follow-up to She Is as a title track, as one of his, the regular title tracks, not his story OP album. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. And now we're gonna go into the part of the album I haven't heard yet. This is Only One You Need. Now I don't have lyrics. I was gonna wait for lyrics, but I figured, you know what, let me just enjoy this music for what it is. And this is written by yours truly, Jonghyun. Music by Blizzman, Christian Paris, Daniel Klein, as in Daniel Obi Klein. Ooh, okay. And Kendrick Dean. And arrangement by Blasian Chris, Jacob Mihubi, G Blizz, Kendrick Dean, MZMC or MZMC, and Rudy Dauk. Sorry if I butchered your name. What is this haunting? Ooh. I really like the piano intro. Alright. Excuse you? No, this is too much. Oh! Are you hearing these harmonies? Look. Oh my gosh, when that harmony came in. Wait, hold on. No, I don't think you're understanding. Are you hearing? Oh my god. Hey. Are you hearing this song? No. This is sensory overload. Are you hearing? No, wait, hold on. This feels like I'm at a festival, No, Jonghyun. How can you? No, how dare you? No, actually, like, the vocals in that song, the vocals, the harmonies, Just, it was so beautiful. It kind of reminded me of Taemin's Heartstop for some reason. Like it felt like a more restrained, more not darker, because Heartstop was very like upbeat and it was vibrant. But this one, it felt like if Heartstop was like left to ferment a little bit, this is the song that you get. I don't know why, but it's just that's what like that's what it reminded me of.
Okay, so I'm gonna insert myself here. I just want to talk a little bit about the lyrics for Only One You Need. I'm just gonna put like a nice picture of Jonghyun, so you guys have something to look at as I'm speaking. But yeah, so if I remember correctly, this was a song that he actually spoiled at his concert, and it's also called Phantom Pain. And I don't know if you guys know what phantom pain is, but it's basically the perception of like having the sensation of an organ or your limbs being there when it's not there. And it's a sensation that a lot of amputees feel. So when they've lost like an arm or like a leg or something, they can still feel that part of their body still there. And they feel this pain. Um, and I think he wrote this song as a way to comfort people. It's actually really interesting because I had never heard this song. I didn't listen to it once the clips from the fan cams from the concert came out. So I originally thought that when I heard it on the album, it'd be like a ballad or some sort of a song along the lines of like 1,000 or Our Season, something of that sort. So I was actually quite shocked to hear it be so EDM and I just wasn't expecting that. And obviously initially when I heard it, I was just like, oh my god, this is like a very, dance, like a dance track, an EDM track. So I thought that was really interesting that he did it that way. But even, Jonghyun, he likes, taking his like risks and, doing something different. So I thought it was a really interesting way for him to, obviously show that. And yeah. I mean, when I listen to the song, obviously knowing the meaning behind it, it does make it a little bit sad. There's this part in the lyrics that goes, even if you feel like you're tearing apart and scattering, I'll hold on to you and take it all in. So come into my arms and let yourself explode. Anything's fine because I've got you in my arms, which is so beautiful. And just honestly, like this man is a wordsmith. He is incredible in terms of his lyrics. So yeah, I just thought that part was really interesting. I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Now I'm going to move on to the next song, which is #/Waffle. I've actually heard this song before. He played this at his concert. This was on the VCR. But I checked this out like, 6 weeks ago or something like that. I've only heard it once, so I can't remember how it sounds like, but I do remember like enjoying it. So yeah, this is written by Jonghyun. Music by Jonghyun, Imle. Oh, Imle is a really good DJ/producer. And Jin So. And yeah, arrangement by the same people. Yeah. Can you stop it? Okay, can we pay attention to the composition? Because I love the bell. Okay, bring that guitar. Yeah, I remember this. If you haven't seen the VCR, you should check it out. I like the instrumental a lot. Ooh. Oh, he sounds incredible. This has got like a neo soul vibe to it. I really, really like it. This sounds like something he would have in his Story OK 1 album. I really, really like that. I really like that, like having those like mundane sort of sounds that we usually take for granted and having that at the beginning and just kind of having it through. It kind of give me a cozy Sunday morning type of vibe to it. Like it's just something I would love to listen to in the morning, just, when I'm chilling, just having a nice lazy day. And it just feels really cozy. It feels like a blanket. It feels very warm.
Okay, so we're going to discuss the lyrics for Waffle. Thanks to all the, native Korean speakers and just people who are just much better at Korean who explain context of the song. As you know, the hashtag also kind of looks like a waffle because, a waffle has the horizontal lines and the vertical lines. But also the word waffle in Hangul, the way it's written in Hangul, it's very similar to the word for hate comments. I can't remember what it's called. I'll just put it down in this video somewhere, and he basically runs with that, and the message of the song is basically talking about like this culture of keyboard warriors, netizens, and basically crucifying a lot of idols or just celebrities just in general for the littlest thing, or or just actions that should be normal, like you dating someone or whatever. How toxic it is and how people get really worked up about something that you shouldn't really get worked up on. And in this case, he's using dating as the focus of talking about that. And this actually really reminded me of what he went through with Shin Se-kyung. I don't know if anyone felt that, but that was like a very high profile case, which it really shouldn't have been. It was two people who obviously liked each other when dating, and it shouldn't have been a problem, but apparently it was. And from what I read, he had a really tough time. And even like seeing later interviews of when MCs will like jokingly talk about him having a girlfriend and stuff, he gets really panicky about it. He'll be like, oh, I'm very sensitive about that, so yeah, I just thought, that was something maybe he drew from. And even Jonghyun has talked about how he feels like the wider public might perceive him to be like too much, or just might not hold like favorable attitudes to him. So I don't know, maybe he was just like, discussing that. But I think it's something that we should all pay attention to and be mindful when we are talking about celebrities, and we should know that words can really hurt. These are all people, and obviously we should call out things that need to be called out, but we should also be careful not to fuel rumors when there's no concrete evidence as well.
Okay, now we're going to move on to the next song, which is Grease, lyrics by Jonghyun and music by Jonghyun and JK, and arrangement by the same people as well. Okay, why is my guy having all these intros? Wait, hold on. Wait. Ooh. Wait. Huh? Excuse you? You want to clean water? What do you want to fix? Wait, are you hearing this? Really? Oh, I really like this composition. Okay, come through. Can I just say, this man really knows how to ride a beat. Like, oh my god. Can you not? No, this song. You bet. You stop. No, Jonghyun, you can't be doing this to me. Like, you can't just be. Nah, that was rude. Like, did you hear that beat though? Can we just, like, I don't even know where to begin with this composition. Like, how do I even begin to just do this production justice? Because that was flawless. That one kind of reminded me of Red. This is like Red's sister, do you know what I mean? But like more experimental, if that makes any sense. It had that same vibe. It was sexy, very sensual. He could be talking about how pretty this girl is for all I know. But you know Jonghyun, like, he can make the most like mundane thing sound very, very, very sexual, and I was here for it. That part where he's like, I'll clean it up, I'll fix it up, fam. How dare you? Like, I need to check the lyrics for that.
Okay, now I'm going to insert myself here again. So I just want to talk a little bit about the lyrics for Grease. Now, as you already know, this production is banging. I absolutely love this song. Now, just looking at the lyrics, geez, like, my guy was not playing games. Dark grease stains, they don't come out just like you. Black stains on your white shirt, they are all over. It makes me feel sick. Yeah, just like you. This stain spreads disgustingly grossly, making everything into nothing more than trash. It was my fault for me in your eyes. It was my fault for not knowing myself. And There's another part where he goes, throw away your memories of me, throw away everything I gave to you. It stopped meaning anything to me a long time ago, so just disappear. I want to erase you from my mind, so please disappear. So this breakup obviously was a nasty one, because he, like, how can this guy literally call this girl a dark grease stain that I can't get out? Stop it. Like, imagine someone describing you like that, that's just rude. That's just so rude. But sometimes breakups don't end up, usually don't end well. So I guess in this sense it's very bitter, and I guess the tension in the song as well. Just think about the production, it kind of fits that. Sometimes when I listen to Jonghyun songs, I'm like, ooh, it sounds really sexy and stuff, but then you look at the lyrics and you're like, oh my gosh, it's totally different. That is exactly the same way I felt about Fireplace. As soon as I was like, oh my gosh, this song, it sounds so sensual, all of that stuff. And then you look at the lyrics and it's like this heartbreaking message, and I'm just like, why do your compositions never really like match your lyrics? Sometimes it's just, I don't know, but I just thought that was really interesting and just want to share that with you guys.
And I really, really love how they use the pauses. It'll pause for like a half a second and the beat will just come back and just like, take you back into a different dimension. I absolutely love that. I love it when musicians use pauses really, really well. It just makes the experience even like more like great. It feels like a roller coaster. When you're on a roller coaster, you're just on it and you get to that point where it stays up there for like just a second, and everything is still, and then it just drops. That's how that felt. That was really, really beautiful. I loved that. Okay, the next song is Take the Dive. I've heard very good things about this song. Okay, so this was written by Soji music by Christian Fast, Ellen Berg Tolbum, Marcus Lindberg, and Royal Dive. Royal Dive has worked with GOT7, hasn't they? I think so, if I remember correctly. But yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, I love me some acoustic guitars. Can you not? No, let me sit down. Oh, this echo in the background as well. Where's this going? He sounds so good. Oh my goodness. Oh, how are you gonna end it like that? Is this a song you want to hear when you're on a drive? That makes any sense? Like a drive in an open car with the wind just blowing in your face. Like, that's how it made me feel. It just made me feel like I was on clouds. That was a beautiful song. His voice in that, the echo, oh, it just took it to newer heights. That was so gorgeous. Like, I'm ready to take this dive. Like, I'm here. If you want us to take a dive, just name me a place and a time. Like, I am ready. Honestly, that felt really nice. I think also the great thing about that echo effect is that it kind of makes you feel like when you're in water and you can hear music playing in water, it had that same sort of vibe to it. I don't know if that's just me or just me being like hella dramatic, but that's kind of how I felt about it. But his voice and that, oh my god, I feel like my soul was cleansed just listening to that. Now let's move on to the next song, which is Sightseeing, or Saram Kokyong Jong. Lyrics by Jonghyun again. Music by Jonghyun, JK, and Jin So. Okay, we're traveling. Okay, I'm loving these intros, by the way. Okay, it's a busy area. Feels like a city. Okay. Wait, you didn't even give me time to prepare, you know. We have the song. No. Can we get into this band? Yes. This is my song. No. You better do. Yes. Honestly, this band, shout outs to you guys. They're killing it. Why do I feel like I'm in New Orleans? I've never been to New Orleans in my life, but you know when they have the Mardi Gras? It sounds like that. Oh no, Jonghyun, no. That song right there, that was my song. That's the bottom fam. Like, oh, that's just, oh my god, I love that song so much. The band, shout out to the people that were playing the instruments, man. They were killing. The person on the saxophone, the keys, the you know, the horns, the brass, like just everything. Everyone, like shout outs to you because they killed that. That's, oh my god, his vocals, oh my goodness. And the part where he was going, alright, and then you know the part where he was like doing the little do, and the part where the beat would stop and then it would just come back in with the band again. That is just a feel-good track. I don't even know what to say. That was just everything I needed. Oh, I would love to see the behind the scenes for that, because that just, oh my goodness, like a live band. Oh my god, that sounded so good. That sounded so good, but we're not gonna dwell on that. We're not gonna dwell on that, because once we start dwelling on that, we're gonna be sad, and we're not trying to be sad today. I'm in good spirits, to be honest. I'm trying to be in good spirits. I'm not trying to delve into anything that's sad. So we're gonna just, you know, quickly move into the next song, which is Rewind. This automatically reminds me of Zumi's Rewind, and that was a bop. And the lyrics are by Jonghyun, and music by Jonghyun and Imle, and arrangement by those people as well. Don't. Okay, kind of makes me wanna. Okay. Oh. This is giving me like Europop type house beats, you know. Okay, if I could Vogue right now, I would, but I can't, so I'm gonna leave that to you Vogue masters. This man has the audacity to keep whispering, like, as if inspiration wasn't enough. Like, I need you to stop, seriously. Stop it. Get it. Hey. Okay, you speak all types of languages. Okay. What is this? Break down. That was sick. I like that. Hey. My guy literally made an entire song of him just saying rewind constantly, saying the numbers in different languages. He only had to do that, and I was fine because the beat was just that good. Like the breakdown, the part where it would stop and then all the beats would start coming in one by one. It was beautiful, and he just kept whispering. And you know Jonghyun loves to whisper. Like that's just his thing. I could just imagine this playing at a club or something, and just, you know, you're just vibing, you know, like you just have a drink in your hand and you're just vibing. Like nothing can like ruin your mood when like a song like this comes on. So the next song is Just for One Day, and this was written by Jong Gandhi. This person wrote Dream Girl and 1 Minute Back, as well as Colorful. If I remember Shani talking about this person, and apparently it's a woman, but and this is the sort of pseudonym that she uses to release music. But yeah, so I also have faith in whatever lyrics this song has. The music is by Chris Wale. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I hope so. An arrangement by Chris Wale as well. Can you? Ooh! Oh, Jonghyun harmonizing with Jonghyun is just Amazing. Oh. It's got like a Latin vibe to it, doesn't it? Hey! Oh, he knows how to use his voice so well. Oh, I love that. Oh, for some reason, I think this song reminds me of a Madonna song. The melody reminds me of a song like back in either the late 80s or early 90s. I feel like it's late 80s though. Just in general, I'm kind of surprised that he really went like full out pop in this one. Like he really did, and I'm loving it because he gave us R&B, neo soul, a little bit of EDM in She Is, and this man was like, look, I'm just gonna show you how I do it with pop as well, and he just went all out, and I absolutely love it. This song just kind of gives me like a white sandy beach type feels. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what I was envisioning in my head. I felt like I was, you know, I had a flower in my head and just dancing and swaying to the music. That's just the type of imagery that I was getting, and his voice again, like you already know, I don't need to explain. Like the man he knows how to use his instrument. He really does. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the next song, which is I'm So Curious, yeah. And this was written by Jonghyun, music by Jonghyun, Imule, and Jinso. Ooh. I really like this intro. Wanna ask me? What type of feelings do you get when I hold your hand? Is that what? Okay. Oh, you're curious about it. Pay attention to those harmonies. Just pay attention to those harmonies. What? I need him to stop doing that. I really do, because I can't. Okay. Alright. Hey. Can you not? I'm so done. I'm so done with him, honestly. Oh wow, Jonghyun. Oh, this man knows how to make music. Lord have mercy. He really does know how to make some good music. Jeez. That was so beautiful. I don't even have any words for that. Like, just, again, I feel like I've said this too many times. Production, on point. Like, that, the whispers, the ad-libs, the way he sort of does, like, that melodic rap. Oh, my goodness. Basically, my guy is basically saying he's very curious about, you know, physical contact with this person that he has in mind. And we all know Jonghyun is a Jonghyun album is not a Jonghyun album if there is not some sort of sexy song in there. Like this song was epitome of that. Like he just really took it there, and I love that. That felt like this song felt like a caress. That's how it felt like. I have no lyrics, so I'm just going off by what this song makes me feel. And that's how I felt. Like, it just felt nice. I'm gonna move on to the penultimate song, which is Sentimental. This was written by Jonghyun, and music by Jonghyun and JK, and arrangement by the same people. Ooh, are we getting a little jazzy number? The man loves his jazz. Ooh, that little boom bap thing in the background. Okay. That bass, stop it. Reminds me of a song Crusher and Zion T would do. I've got a text from Sydney saying, have I listened to the album? I'm listening to the album right now. Oh, the way he says that, oh. I can't. I actually can't. Oh god, that was so beautiful. That was so beautiful. I have nothing to say. That was just... that was just absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what to say. I feel like I'm not really doing this album justice by really giving you in-depth, you know, type of analysis. Can I just say, like, every single like production is just spot on. Like, when I talk about wanting songs that have really good seamless productions, this is what I'm talking about. Like, nothing feels out of place. Even when it's very experimental, it doesn't feel awkward. It's just really well done. That was just a really, really lovely, like, mid-tempo track. I just, oh, that was so good. That was so good. I just loved everything about it. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the last song, which is Before Our Spring. This is a song that he's been kind of talking about for 2 years now. In 2015, where he said that this was like a line that a friend of him sent in a text, and he really liked it. And he was like, before spring arrives, like, let's meet up or something like that. And he thought that was a romantic way of like saying, like, let's meet up. I've got the lyrics of this one somewhere, so I'll read it as I'm listening to it as well. I do love the piano. I really do. I'm scared. Okay, I need to sit up for this. I don't really know what to say to that one. That last part reminds me of his song Miane, I'm sorry, the way he ends that, as well as Elevator. Like, he ends it with the same word, like he repeats it, and it's like it fades out, his voice like breaking as he's doing it. Oh my gosh, Jesus. Jonghyun. Oh, I don't even know what to say. This is the last part of this song, the lyrics. This spring is coming faster than before. The cold and frozen winter still remains. Don't concern yourself over what to do. I'm okay. Spring will come to me again. I'm afraid to set out in front of you, that it might be contagious to you. Forget my tears, my sadness. When spring comes to me too, then. There's also a part where he says, even if you don't understand me, that's okay, because time still remains until spring comes. I think that's a very important sort of line to remember, because I think a lot of us we still get times where we're like, we still don't understand, and even if we accept it, there's still parts of it that we won't understand, and sometimes we do understand, and there are days where you don't. But like, his motto was like to acknowledge rather than understand. When you can't understand something, just acknowledge it. And I think that's, I guess, something that I've been trying to practice the last couple of like weeks, like the last maybe 2 weeks or so. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I really don't, because there's nothing to talk about. But I think I just want to acknowledge that this is what has happened, but at the same time acknowledge that this man has literally given me so much. I literally would never be able to fully repay or show my gratitude for the amount of joy and comfort he's given me. I've talked about this earlier on, but I think with this song, oh goodness, Before Our Spring, I love that. I love that. It's slightly painful, but everything about it is just, it's kind of how I feel about Elevator. Elevator is my favorite song he's written from his Story OP albums. It's a song I relate to the very last word, and I don't know, I think this song is going to be like that, you know, part of my comfort trinity. Was it trinity, or was it more like a square, I guess, because my go-to comfort songs are Elevator, Let Me Out, I'm Sorry, and I guess this will add to it. But the reason why, I know those songs are really sad, but for me it's more of it's cathartic to listen to. But yeah, that was beautiful. It was emotional, it was raw, and it was stunning. And it's interesting that just that phrase that his friend sent him could spark something so beautiful. So it'd be lovely to see like what his notes were about the song, but you probably might not get to see that. That's fine. But I really, really love the message behind it. It's a really comforting song, as bittersweet as it is. I really love that. In terms of this album, what is a favorite? I don't know. At the moment, the one that sticks out to me probably was Sightseeing. That song took me to places, man. It really did. I can't arrange what my favorites are, and I feel like it's not really necessary, to be honest, because every song has its own like meaning, and it's, you know, I feel like for different days I'll just enjoy a few songs more than the other. But it was a fantastic album. He really sort of like, you got to see another side of him in this album, in terms of him really going for a more pop sound in this one. It just shows how much of a mastermind he is, and he really is a genius. Like, I know people say that about their artists and stuff, but genuinely, to me, this man really is a musical genius. He really, really is. Like, he just, the way he thinks, his words, his poetry, you know, the way he uses metaphors, and just the topics that he picks out, the way he just describes things, it's absolutely gorgeous and stunning. It's amazing that, like, the things that goes on in his head. And I really, really hope that wherever he is, I really hope that he understands. He really was incredible. He's a really incredible artist. Like, honestly, the artist of my life. I've said this before, if I wanted someone to write the music to my life, the soundtrack to my life, it would always be Jonghyun. Like, he just generally, I feel like we just understand each other musically. My music taste is exactly the same as his, and I love that he took so many risks with this, and also worked a lot with Imlay. I don't think he's worked with him before on any of his albums. I think it's the first time, so that was really cool to see. And just generally, I've seen that a lot. Like, there were different producers here that I've not seen in any of his albums or Shiny albums, just in general, apart from like some of the lyricists. So I'm glad that he got to try out some different things and try out some different sounds. I'm just glad that this was what he wanted to share with us. This was what he wanted to gift to us. I can't wait to listen to this again once like the lyrics have been posted, and just to really enjoy it with all his beautiful words. And yeah, I want this to be just appreciated for the art that it is, for the masterpiece that it is, for how great and fun and energetic and experimental and sexy and you know, enjoyable and, you know, sentimental and all of that stuff. I wanted it to be celebrated for everything it is, apart from the fact that it was released after his passing. I know I am going to definitely be playing this album all week long, all year long, for decades to come. I just know. And but before I go, I just want to say how proud I am of him and what he's achieved and what he's giving us. And I want us to keep that in mind. Like, this was a man that gave too much, gave us so much. Like, even my guy's in heaven, really out here just pulling astronomical strings. He's really just doing that, like, you know. And I mean, when were your faves ever? Honestly, when were your faves ever? And I'm just so proud to have been alive to see and witness some of his greatest moments. And yeah, thank you to Jonghyun for making me very happy, because I'm telling you, Shining really put me in a great mood today. And thank you to SM for releasing this, and also like putting out teasers and all that stuff. I really was hoping that they would just kind of treat us a normal comeback, and they have been. And also Key posted a video of him recording Don't Stop with Jonghyun, or like them discussing it in the studio, and that was really lovely to see as well. So Hope that the SHINee members are doing okay. I hope his mum and his sister are doing okay, or his friends, his co-workers. I know Rue's doing well, which is great to see, and I just hope that all of you are also doing well and taking care of yourself. And I really do hope that this album becomes a source of comfort. I know some of you are struggling to listen to his albums, but I really do hope that once you get to the point that you can listen to his music and SHINee's music, I really do hope that you remember him for the great main vocalist that he is, the great artist that he is, the great poet that he is, the great man that he is. And yeah, that's what I've got for you guys. This is going to be a hella long video, so I really apologise, but I feel like, you know, I just kind of have to let it all out there. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this first listen. And yeah, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Very, very soon. And yeah, have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys later.